From over at Smithsonian Magazine, that's smithsonianmag.com, what actually sparks will-o'-the-wisps? A new study traces the science behind the mysterious wandering lights. The ghostly phenomenon could be the product of a chemical reaction involving methane, researchers suggest. This article is by Sarah Hashemi and is dated October 1st. There is a weird microscopic focused green image with an arrow pointing to something that says microlightning. And the subtitle for that photograph: the researchers captured microlightning as they bubbled methane and air through water. For centuries, stories about will-o'-the-wisps have captured the popular imagination. Countless tales have been told to explain the mysterious lights seen hovering above marshes, swamps, and bogs, with folklore and myth insisting they're caused by tricksters, ghosts, or spirits. Scientists have previously suggested that the flames come from decaying organic matter releasing flammable methane gas, but they didn't know what sparked the reaction to start the fire. Now, a new study offers an explanation for the mysterious phenomenon. In a series of lab experiments, researchers observed that water bubbles containing methane can spontaneously ignite, causing what they call microlightning. The findings were published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences on September 29th. Quote, your first reaction when you hear about this finding might be, okay, will-o'-the-wisps are these ghostly, spooky things, but so what? Richard Zare, Z-A-R-E, a physical chemist at Stanford University and senior author of the study, tells Rachel Neuer, N-U-W-E-R, at Scientific American. In fact, the phenomenon we found related to how chemistry can be driven at interfaces is profound. Zare and his team had previously observed that water droplets can generate electricity, but they didn't know if tiny bubbles could do the same thing. To test that out, they used high-speed cameras to record what happened as a nozzle blew bubbles of methane and air into water. They also used a photon counter and a spectrometer to detect other evidence of microlightning. Once the machine started bubbling the water with methane, the counter detected photons or particles of light. Eventually, as they kept bubbling and the water heated up, the camera picked up microlightning. That was because droplets of different sizes took on opposite electric charges, and when they got too close to each other, they would release a spark. Quote, Italian physicist Alessandro Volta first speculated that it was lightning causing these will-o'-the-wisps, and in some sense he was right, but not for the reasons he thought. Zare tells Alex Wilkins at New Scientist. It's not lightning in the air coming from the sky, it's really from the droplets. Antonio Pavão, a chemist at the Federal University of Pernambuco in Brazil, who was not involved in the research, tells Laura Allen at Science News that while the study clearly demonstrates that micro bubbles can create electricity, it doesn't necessarily explain will-o'-the-wisps.